the young man of the hour. That is Daddy's boy. It is okay. Oh, is that Grandma? I thought it was. Oh, okay, okay. I think he's still trying to get over there. Welcome, everyone. Now, I'm sorry we can't didn't get them all in here, huh? It's a little tight. They make these courtrooms a little small, but you know we deal with a lot of small people. So I just want to welcome everyone for this coming here for the swearing-in of Colette Odenigbo. Thank you so much for taking out the time of your day to get here. We welcome you here to the DeKalb County Juvenile Court. I hope that at this point in time that you have already found it to be a very pleasant place to be, because oftentimes we have very difficult times in this courtroom. But it is also a very pleasant place, in particular when we have celebrations such as this. I want to sort of recognize any of our elected officials that may be here. Anyone here? All right. And I do also would like to recognize Mr. Denzio. He's from the Nigerian consulate representing where he's from. Very good. Thank you so much for your presence. And we will have remarks by some individuals who are here today on behalf of Mr. Colette Odenigbo. And I will start right now with Mr. Eric Hubbard, and he is the Chief of Staff for Congressman Hank Johnson. Come on, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is a joyous day for us all, and also for Colette and his family. I'm Eric Hubbard. I'm with the Office of Congressman Hank Johnson. Congressman couldn't be here today, Colette, and he apologizes, but he is fighting for you in D.C. because we have some things going on, ladies and gentlemen, that we need him to do what he needs to do. But however, he wanted to congratulate you on this appointment that you are about to partake in. And even though he could not be here today physically, he asked me to bring a proclamation, which this will be read into the Congressional record. So as I read this here today before you all, the Congressman will be reading this into the Congressional record before his colleagues in Congress. And it goes as such. And I'm not a young man, even though I look like a young. So I didn't bring my eyeglasses, so I printed this out so I can read it. Whereas, the 4th Congressional District of Georgia recognizes citizens who exemplify leadership through service to our community and country. And whereas Mr. Colette Odenigbo has served our nation in the United States Navy, serving honorably for 14 years, his tour of duty allowed him to serve on several continents and in many states promoting and protecting freedom. And whereas he believes that education is the key to having the tools needed to make a difference in the world, he obtained his bachelor's degree from Alabama A&M University, his master's from Troy University, and he is currently seeking his doctoral degree from Argosy University. And whereas he has utilized his time and talents to make a difference in the lives of many as a probation officer for the state of Georgia, Department of Juvenile Justice Program, resource manager for DeKalb County, Chief of Staff to DeKalb County Commissioner Johnson, and now as the Court Administrator for DeKalb Juvenile Court under the Chief Judge Haynes. And whereas he is constantly working with the youth in our community through mentoring and advising them in civic responsibility, he has unselfishly provided unrivaled community service, honor, and excellence to the citizens of DeKalb County and beyond. He has shown leadership and service through organizations such as his beloved fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, the DeKalb County NAACP, Christ Our Hope Catholic Church, the American Nigerian Chamber of Commerce, the DeKalb Democratic Party, Garden City Homeowners Association, and South Lithonia Homeowners Association. And whereas he has enriched the lives of thousands through his unwavering commitment to our youth and throughout the state of Georgia, And whereas the U.S. Representative of the 4th District of Georgia has set aside this day to honor and recognize Mr. Colette Odenigbo for his outstanding service to our community and our district. He is truly an ambassador of goodwill. Now therefore, I, Henry C. Hank Johnson, do hereby proclaim July 13th, 2018 is Mr. Colette Odenigbo Day in the 4th Congressional District of Georgia. Congressman, and also on behalf of the United States Congress and Congressman Johnson, I award you this certificate of special congressional recognition for your outstanding and invaluable service to the community and our nation. Thank you for your service. All right.
All right, so you get all of them.
Why don't you sit next to her?
It's okay.
Okay, right here. 1, 2.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And now we'll have Demetria McCoy, Chief of Staff for Commissioner Maria Johnson.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It is really an honor and pleasure to be here today to both honor and congratulate a friend of mine and certainly a wonderful constituent of District 5. And so Commissioner Maria Davis Johnson could not be here today, and so she sent me to give you both this proclamation and to congratulate you on the work that you're doing that you've already done. And it simply reads, whereas District 5 recognizes and congratulates Mr. Colette Odenigbo for his appointment as the new court administrator for DeKalb County Juvenile Court. For more than 2 decades, Mr. Odenigbo has made District 5 his home and has invested much of his time and energy in the transformation of the district. And whereas Mr. Odenigbo has dedicated his life to service and advocacy. As a veteran of the United States Navy, Mr. Odenigbo spent 14 years protecting and defending the Constitution of the United States of America. In addition to his military service, Mr. Odenigbo has also led many mentorship efforts which have impacted the lives of many youth in DeKalb County. And whereas, as an active member of his community, he has served as the former president of the Garden City Homeowners Association, as well as the vice president of South Lithonia Neighborhood Coalition. Having served as chief of staff to DeKalb County Commissioner Larry Johnson, Mr. Odenigbo has proven himself to be a catalyst for change and progression for DeKalb County and District 5. And whereas as a graduate of the Alabama A&M University and a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Mr. Odenigbo believes in the values of investing in his community and encouraging achievement among youth. Now therefore I, Maria Davis Johnson, on behalf of DeKalb County's 5th Commission District and its more than 150,000 citizens, do hereby congratulate Mr. Odenigbo on his swearing in as the new court administrator for DeKalb County Juvenile Court and proclaim Friday, July 13th, 2018 as Mr. Colette Odenigbo Day in DeKalb County and recognize him as a history maker and pioneer in DeKalb County.
We'll now have Sean Atwaters representing from Commissioner Larry Johnson's office.
Good afternoon, Honorable Haynes. It is a pleasure for me to be here. My name is LaShawn Atwaters, and I am bringing greetings on behalf of Commissioner Larry Johnson of District 3. Unfortunately, Commissioner Johnson was unable to attend due to a national conference that requires his presence this week. However, he and Colette had over 20+ years of working together, and Colette has definitely proven himself to be an effective leader, a man of valor, a man of integrity, one who's very well accomplished professionally, academically, spiritually, and a family man. It speaks to the caliber of man that we celebrate as he moves into this particular role by all of the people that are in attendance today. I had the privilege of working with Colette for just a little over a year, and he just poured into me as far as being an effective leader, really guiding me around the government aspects and entities. It is not surprising to me that he will be holding this role, given his passion and commitment to our youth. So Colette, thank you for the services that you have rendered all these years, locally as well as internationally, to the citizens of DeKalb County and around the world. We wish you the very best, and on behalf of Commissioner Johnson, we know that you're going to make great strides and continue to operate in excellence. Congratulations.
He wants to be in the picture.
One, two, right here. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Judge Ramsey, I just want to acknowledge Judge Ramsey. I want to thank you for coming. And I also see Mr. Booker here from our Department of Family Children Services. Thank you. Linda Banks, Director of our CASA program. Thank you for being here as well. All right. And at this point in time, there's a special person here who probably knows a lot more about you than most of us. And we're going to later on, I'm going to ask her a whole lot of questions. All right. Miss Lucretia Onyama. This is the sister of Mr. Odenigbo. And up here.
Your Honor. Good afternoon, everyone. When I was honored with an invitation to give this introduction, the first question I asked was, how long do I have? I thought deep about what I wanted to share with you all about Colette. Colette and I shared the same parents, Sebastian and Georgiana Odenigbo, of blessed memories. Our parents had 10 of us, 6 girls and 4 boys. Given our number, I often reference my siblings by their birth numbers. So Colette is baby number 6, and I am baby number 9. Growing up in a large family, I dare to say you learn all life lessons and values at home. Survival, teamwork, decisiveness, leadership and followership, interpersonal skills from siblings who present different personalities. The person that my brother is today is stemmed from his roots. I have known Colette all my life. I admire him continuing to epitomize the values we learned growing up at home in his private and professional life. It is often said that you can tell who a man is by his actions, his words, and what others say about him. If you know someone who was supporting his siblings in college before he enrolled himself in college when they were about to graduate, that's my brother Colette. Some of you here who know him would describe him as driven, as decisive, as loyal, as selfless, compassionate, the only friend you will ever need. Simply put, my husband Sylvester here present describes him as a good human being. Commissioner Larry Johnson, I know him personally. In his farewell speech to my brother said this, and I quote, "Colette has been with me for over 20-something years." You said that, Michelle. "I will miss him. He will do a yeoman's job over there. The challenges I put for you, you didn't let me down. You were loyal to me to the end, and I will always appreciate that." End of quote. That was Commissioner Larry Johnson's words, not mine. Along with Commissioner Johnson, family and friends gathered here today, I am confident that Colette will do an exemplary job as the administrator of DeKalb County Juvenile Court. I have no doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored and proud to introduce to you my brother, my favorite person, or one of my favorite persons. To introduce to you my brother, Colette Ifeanyichukwu Odenigbo.
Wow.
Okay, I think we've come to that moment. I don't have any comments.
No. Oh, it's a key to preach. Feel like okay.
Repeat after me. I, say your name,
I, Colette Ifeanyichukwu,
have been appointed a court administrator
have been appointed the court administrator
for the Juvenile Court of DeKalb County,
for the Juvenile Court of DeKalb County,
Georgia,
Georgia.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
and perform all the official duties
and perform all the official duties
required of me
required of me
by provisions of
by provisions of
UCGA
UCGA
151167
151167
and by the authority of the DeKalb Juvenile Court
and by the authority of the DeKalb Juvenile Court
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and understanding,
and understanding.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Very good.
My hands are shaking.
That's because he knows I'm about to put him to work. The little honeymoon is over. Would you come up, please, and have a few words before I have Mr. interview? And then after that, I'd like to have our former Chief Judge, Doug Peeler, to come up and say a few words.
before you put in the work.
Yes.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ronald Ramsey. I'm on the State Court of DeKalb County Traffic Division, just in the next block. And it's my honor to be here this afternoon to see this transition for my friend Colette. I have been in the trenches with Colette for many, many years, along with Commissioner Johnson. Commissioner Johnson and I started years ago volunteering with NAACP. I see our former fearless leader, President Vivian Moore, here this afternoon. And, you know, it's one thing when you're an elected official to have staff assist you. But with Colette, it was clear that there was just much, much more. There was a commitment. It wasn't just work. He understood the mission. He understood Commissioner Johnson's passion, and he was there oftentimes before the commissioner was, and oftentimes stayed after the commissioner had left. I've seen his personal commitment to excellence as well as to this community. I was privileged to be there in the union with his beautiful wife, and have kept up with him and his family, and just so very, very proud of him. And Judge Haynes, and to the other judges in this honorable court, you certainly have gotten a jewel, and certainly a consummate professional. And I know that it was a tremendous loss for the commissioner, but the commissioner, like everyone else, at some point understands that this individual needs to soar on his own. And so it was time for Colette to be elevated to this position of honor, this position of commitment, this position of responsibility. And so we're very, very proud of you. And I also have to say that on behalf of the members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, achievement in every field of human endeavor. And so that you will now go down in the annals of this great clan as having achieved this momentous position. And so we're very, very proud of you. We'll continue to support you and the rest of this bench on anything that you need. God bless you. Godspeed.
A few words.
Thank you and good afternoon. Welcome to all of you to our juvenile court building. I want to congratulate Colette as you step into this new position. I want to welcome your beautiful family, your family who's come out to support you, and all of our community stakeholders. Thank you for coming. I want to also recognize Mr. Reggie Bass, who was the Chief Probation Officer when Mr. Odenigbo was here serving in the role as probation officer. We welcome you to come back to assist us as we move forward to ensure that our mission here at the court is achieved, and that is to protect the interests of the children and families who are in our community, to help restore and rehabilitate them. And we welcome you to join us and join Mr. Odenigbo as we continue in our mission that is first and foremost. Thank you.
Mr. Odenigbo, come on up.
Yes, ma'am.
We're turning this over to you. You understand that?
Judge, you got me nervous already.
All right.
Well, I'm usually not a nervous person when I get to the mic, but with citations from your congressman, commissioner, judge, everybody, and all these folks here, I'll be lying if I say I'm not nervous. But I'm positively nervous, if there's anything like that. Just want to thank